Sommerset Studios interactive mixed media journal in the other day, and I thought we would use it for inspiration. I haven't picked a journal or anything else that we're going to work in because I thought, let's see what in here inspires us, and then we'll go from there. So I ordered this off Amazon because this is the book one, kind of, not really the magazine one. I get the magazine subscription, which they're the same people that put out the art journaling magazine that I love. But if this one has a subscription option, I don't know it. I just buy it when it comes out. So, okay. Like I said, let's go through here and see what inspires us. If anything, it's really something, well. Oh, I love those colors together. The blues, yellows, and kind of a ochre orange. I do want to do this one. And in fact, I have an old first aid kit I think we might use for it. I think they might use like an Altoids can size, and I have some empty ones of those. But I don't know that I want my journals to be that tiny. But are you in frame? Yeah. But I definitely do want to do this version of this. I don't know about the pop-up books. Is that what they've got inside there? Is this pop, or is this a different? I don't know. I'm not really into the pop-up book idea, but I am interested in that. That looks very fun. But again, I'm not sure I want it to be that small. Ooh, I love that paper. Is that actually just? Oh, yeah, that's paper just to tear out and use. Isn't that gorgeous? So is that. Oh, I love that. I love that. Right. Hang on, let's go back to this. Creating calm on the page. Like that. It's just a painted background, and then they've done just little collage bits for a focal point, maybe some mark making. I like that a lot. Why don't we do that? All right, let's do that. Okay, so now we need a journal to do it in. Which journal shall we pick? Let me turn around and see what is directly behind us, because I've got several going. Oh, you know what? Why don't we start that new journal we just did the cover for the other day? I've been wanting to try this one out anyway. This is the one we used the Chalk Couture transfer off my website to take a plain cover and make it cute. Okay, so why don't we do that? Oh, and I like the way it opens. Like, this is the first time I've even opened this journal, y'all. Okay. Alright. My weirdness, it is my weirdness. I always skip this page. In fact, 9 times out of 10, I glue it shut. We'll decide later if we're going to glue it shut or if we're going to do some kind of intro page. But we're definitely starting right here. Okay. I really like this open slow drying acrylic in the Titan Pale Green. So let's try that for sure. And then Why don't we drop some inks in it, like transparent raw umber. I'm liking that combo. And why don't we use the frosted peach? What do we think? No, I'm not loving that frosted peach. Could use a blue. Or you know what? Let's just stick with the green. Let's do that. Browns and greens. All right, let's do it. All right, so as far as calming goes, let me straighten the camera up a little bit. I think we've got a great start on that. Isn't that calming? Oh, I love it. Actually, I forgot before I do that. Get up that excess water. Pick up just a little of this and Oh, I love adding that brown. I don't know if on camera you can tell it, but it just really, yeah, it really made it have a frame, give it a little bit of a vintage feel, and also really made the center brighter. All right, so I brought this down off the tripod because I thought, yeah, I really want to show you this background. So the reason is, our feel here was to go for calming, and I really feel like we've done that, but also it's very interesting. The scratches right here where I put the water down unintentionally. I thought I had gotten most of the water out of that brush, and I just wanted to move some of that pale green, and then instead when I wiped the water up, I love those marks it left. Then the scratches, of course, that we put in there. And then again with the brown around the edges. Anyway, I just wanted to be able to show you the background and how much I love it and how calming I really do think it feels before we add anything else. All right, so there's our background. Let's go back to our inspiration though, because the only thing we really talked about was, all right, so a calm painted background and then collage on top. Well, can I find it again? I saw Wabi Sabi. Y'all know I love me some Wabi Sabi. Okay, here we go. So, calm painted background. I feel like we've got that. But, theirs have way more colors than ours. This one, though, doesn't, but it has more marks. So, maybe we do that. We take the fact that we've got way less colors, all right? And this one's got way less. This one's got way less colors. But, see, it's got way more marks. Who's the artist on this? We should look at that. Cher Salvatore is the artist on this article. Okay, so I like that, but I'm gonna be real honest. I like the more marks in the background, especially since how our background is a little more calm and monochromatic than maybe some of these others. But I do like the mark making and the collage better here with the words underneath. So I think when we pick our collage, I think I'm going to be doing it with this maybe more in mind, but maybe we'll incorporate some of these marks that they've got on this one. All right, so let's pick some collage. Thinking in the browns and greens. All right, so we want some book page. Come on, I do. Or some music. So here is some music. And I do wish I still had a full sheet. But that's okay. We can do 2 half sheets. Because I do want this to go across. So yeah, if we do it kind of like that and meet in the middle. I'm liking that, but of course I think I want it much thinner. So let's tear off the white. And let's also go much thinner. And you know what? Let's try it with just 1 page continued across the 2. Like that. Alright, I need them to be a little more equal if I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to tear it there and there. Okay, so let's go like that. Yeah, you wouldn't think this would be so hard. And then let's take this like that. Ooh, but I like these 2 little strips we made. Alright, and now then, oh, I like that side much better. Oh, and I like that side better. Isn't that funny? Okay, so turn them around so they're both going the right direction. Like that. Okay, so I do like that. I like that. And I like these two little strips that we left. So maybe we hang on to these for when we've got something else. All right, so that gives us that. Now brown, you know what I'm thinking is we've got these pages we did over here, and we've got some brown. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And we've got a finished green. All right, we don't have a finished green. What do we have green? Oh, but you know what? We've got this. It's got this turquoisey, and I kind of like that. That's not bad. Alright, as weird as it seems, because this is a children's book page. Let's see, is it a single or a double? It's a single. I like all these colors, and I'm never going to use it actually as a snake. So, let's just tear some of it off, because I like that. Alright, what else do we have over here in our conglomeration box that's speaking to my blues and greens and browns? Okay, alright, what if we took this and we put it down first and then put the sheet music over that? Do I like that? All right, let's look at our inspiration photo again, because I feel like I'm losing my thread here. All right, I really like this one simple long, which I feel is our music. So maybe we need to take these three and do squares of them to come off our sheet music. Okay, so set that aside with the other little strip. And then oh, that one was a volunteer. Okay. And then let's take this and let's tear off part of it as well. Oh, I like that. I like that. Normally I don't do two, but I kind of like the two. All right, and then what if we did that one, that one. You know what? Let's stick the music sheet down because I feel like we like that. Okay. Also feeling like I don't want to put a lot on top of it. Oh, but we'll see. Y'all know I have a problem with less is more because there's always still more. Glue. What brush do I want to use for glue? I usually use the chipboard brush or my favorite acrylic brush. You know what? Let's try one of these new ones. Let's try this one. The reason being, we'll see how hard or easy he is to clean up, which is huge for me because I'm not the best at keeping my brushes good and clean. Yeah, I'm not. Scraper card because I've got a little bubble right there. Oh, I like the scraper card. And I don't know why, but I really am just liking these here and here, but I think I want to swap them. Is that too much balance? I don't know. But I kind of like this part for sure. And I think I like this part. didn't do this one down yet. He's just sitting there on leavings. And I think that I might want to take these two long slivers that I liked and put them right there. Where everybody meets. I don't know why, but I feel like I want to do that. And where's the other one? Here he is. Okay, and this one's going to be a little bit harder because I didn't line everybody up quite as perfectly. But it'll still work. Am I taping? Yes. Don't you love it when I'm halfway through the thing and I look up and think, oh Lord, did I hit record? I was sitting here thinking, oh, I need to turn this off and dry it. And I thought, oh, did I turn it back on after the last time I dried it? Yeah. All right, so yeah, I like it. And it's an odd number. I was counting to see because I thought, you know, so many times I'm just drawn to that odd number. I do like that. I'm trying to decide though if I need something in the actual middle, even if it's something like just, you know, let's see. Just to cover up that stitch part, or that way. No, I think it's good. Okay. All right. That needs to dry. Lucky's believing you are lucky. Down memory lane. I need something about calm. I could actually cut the words out of the book because y'all know this is actually to consume, right? I could totally cut out creating calm right there. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to take this piece here that we did and put it down here, like so, and put it on here. But I do think I want it to say creating calm. So why don't we try this new pencil that I got, you know? So let's set this aside for just a minute and work on our piece here. that just went straight across with a light hand. What do we think would happen? You know, it said this was water soluble, but isn't it? Didn't it say it was water soluble? No, it says water-based varnish. Okay, well, let's take a Staplio, preferably sharpened, and go into the wet over it again and see what we get. It doesn't have to be perfect either. Okay, yeah, let's go one more time. Super light, but I do want it to have some movement. Alright, I think you can still read it, which is my only goal, and I kind of like that it's a little mushed. Where's my this pointy end? Here we go. Alright, I like that too. I like it. Alright, so you can kind of see all the layers, including the scratch. Let's try it. Alright, I'm liking it so far. But I think what we need to do is we need to add our background marks first. So let's go back to our inspiration. And so this one was like just little tick marks. And they are in rows of 3. Kind of haphazardly, it looks like. They're not exactly straight. They're straight to each other, which makes me wonder if it's a stencil they moved over and over. Alright, okay, so let me think about that for just a second. Alright, I think for the background marks, I just made a little one up here. I'm going to use this. Alright, and I'm probably going to just cut some of this out because it's going to be a while. That doesn't bother me. So what I'm going to do is just do that, you know, and then just move and do it again. Alright, so there's all my little tick marks, and I like it. I like them, and I like that they're kind of almost haphazard. Not really. I did kind of think them through. I like that they're lighter. Yeah, I do like them. All right, so there's the background marks. Now foreground marks. Back to our inspiration. Let's look at them. All right, so our inspiration for the marks, I'm really feeling is this one. And I'm thinking, originally I was thinking I would use my black Stabilo, but now I'm really thinking, looking at it, there's a lot of drips and drops and thick points, and I'm thinking, drawing with the stopper. Y'all know I do like to do that. It's a little risky because I'm liking our page. But we got dots, all right? We've got squiggles. We've got lines. And we've got circles. And then they've got these circle numbers. All right, and I don't think we have, well, you know what? Ours are going to be brown, not black and white, so I feel like it's going to balance. Let's see. All right. So, you know what, though? Let's put this down first. All right. I want this to be centered, and I don't want to measure. So, there's my center. I know. It's ridiculous, but that's how I do things. All right. I'm going to use my Oohoo on it and see what we think. Okay, I got a good layer on there. It's curling up. I have to admit, I don't really remember the other one curling up like that ever. I think that is our halfway point right there. And now our marks. Now, here's the thing with our marks. We're going to have to put them down and then let it air dry. Otherwise, we lose some of the marks. So, we'll make this, it is, oh, my watch is dead. It's probably 6, 7 o'clock. So, by the time these dry, it'll be too late for me to come play with it. So, we'll just see tomorrow after work what it looks like. Okay, so some of this I want to pick up and some of this I want to air dry. So I should have done the pickups first and then let the air dry, but yeah, I didn't. I just realized that I would want to do this. So, yeah. So hopefully we can do this without disturbing the things I don't want to disturb. Okay, I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. We're gonna have to let it dry. Oh, where's that paper towel? There's too much ink right there, so. Anywhere else? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna have to let it dry. But I like it, and I do feel like it is. It's very calming. So, it is really, really, really wet, and I don't want to use the dryer on it because I don't want to move any of that ink, especially the dollops. So I'm just gonna let them air dry. Me remember to get my brushes out of the water, especially since one of them is a brand new brush. I don't know that anything can actually hurt a chipboard brush. Alright, my brushes are out of the water. Yeah, I really like it. So we'll see what it looks like when it's completely dried tomorrow, but yeah, I do. I like it a lot. I'm trying to decide if I need to put some black marks because the creating calm now in the writing is the only actually black marks on the whole thing. So, should I do this white now while it's all wet? And let's see if anything wants to just run. Yeah, it may not have wanted to, but I made it. Same thing here. Do we want to just see if we can get this to maybe run a little bit? Just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to tilt it just quickly. Maybe not quickly. Alright, got some drips. Oh, look, that one ran a little more because it was like puddled there. I like that. Okay. So, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight to dry. I like it. I do. But like I said, we'll see what it looks like tomorrow dry. Isn't it weird how when you look at something in the picture rather than in person, you change your perspective? I did pick up a lot of the wet because I decided that I wanted this openness in the things rather than the other. Because when I looked at the picture in person, it felt very calming to me. But in the picture, it felt very energetic and chaotic. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to let it dry. We may need to add some white to pull some of that pen marks and therefore movement back a little bit. It may be just too much. We'll see tomorrow. Okay, so it's dry. I think it's dry. Yeah, it's dry. It's the same night. I really like it, but I don't feel like it conveys calm. So let's see if we can take a little of this original color and help that. So I'm going to take it and some water and see if we can't just push some of this back a little bit so that it's not quite so just not quite so busy, you know. It's just a lot going on, and there are things I love that I'm gonna try to keep, and there are things that I think I can give that up. You know. So we're gonna do that. All right. Get a paper towel and because I'm not trying to erase anything at this point, I just want to push some of it back so it just feels a little calmer. Yeah, I feel like that helps some. Yeah, I do. I feel like that helps some. Okay, water some of this down and go again. Just pushing some of this back. Like it's still there, but it's just not as in your face. And I think that is actually helping. think that was a mistake. Don't you love how before I even touch it, I'm like, I think that was a mistake. I like that a little. It warmed it up just a hair. I don't know if on camera any of these changes I'm making are actually visible because they're very, very slight changes that I'm making. Well, those weren't dry. Yeah, those weren't dry at all. And still aren't. I just took them off because they were not dry at all. Alright. Well, you know what? If it's gonna come off, let's take it off. Look at that. It really wasn't dry. I don't know if there's any water in this or not. Let me get a clean paper towel. I've never scrubbed ink off of anything before like this. All right, what do we think? I think I kind of like it better. You know what? I think I'm going to bring some turquoise in just to warm it up a little bit, and maybe in some of those places where the brown was. Now that we know that if we don't like it, we can wash it off. Okay, what do we think about that? I think that definitely feels more calm. It definitely feels more calm. And yet I didn't really obliterate the marks. They're still there. It's still very interesting. So I hit those dots. There we go. Oh. Okay, I hit those dots. Again, I hit those dots. Alright, let's try one more time on these blasted dots. Let's do these again as well, because these were before I shook it up when it was mainly separated. Okay. Alright, let's let it dry again. But I think I might like it better. What do you think? I think it might portray calm a little more and yet still be interesting. I didn't realize how hard the concept that is for it to be interesting yet calm. Because every time I put things in it to make it interesting, I feel like I'm losing the calm. And then when I cover those up to bring the calm, I feel like I've lost the interest. So I'm doing this steady push-pull between, well, movement and calm. All right, let's let it dry again. Okay, so I forgot to turn on the camera. I grabbed my blue Posca. It is aqua green actually, and I decided to add some marks, just some marks, to try and just brighten it up a little bit. I also just kind of thought, you know, take some of this brown back a bit. Yeah, I just thought bring some of that brown back a bit, so. And I kind of like it. I think it's definitely helping. Need something to hold this page down. It's kind of driving me crazy. Uh-oh, I didn't bring kittens, and they've just realized I'm gone. Okay, there. That'll help at least some. Oh, my heavenly days. Silly's just a crying. Unfortunately, Silly doesn't want to come in. He wants me to come out. So he's just tough out of luck today. All right. I think it's back to looking a little energetic, we'll say, but I like it, and I do still feel like it feels kind of calm. It says peace soothing, and then of course at the bottom it says creating calm. And I think we're gonna call that one. I like it. I've liked it every step of the way. I just have not always felt like it was particularly calm. So there we go. Signed and dated. So, yeah. There we go. I do like it. I think it feels kind of old world, vintagey, steampunk, all those things. I think mainly because of the colors. But yeah, I do like it. And even though it is a little on the busy side, I think the colors, especially adding the blue and white paint pens at the end, really do help it feel calm. Okay, y'all. Bye.